it's off the mind now. And, I feel a couple emotions of, I'm grateful and I'm very proud.
Jordan, do you feel like when you ultimately look at this that you bet on yourself and you won?
I don't know. I guess obviously signing the 2-year with the option of heading to free agency, I think I still had more to prove, and I'm very I'm happy with how it turned out. Yeah.
Doug was saying that the negotiations went pretty quick once they started.
Yeah, obviously, Doug's a very respected GM, and he's done a great job over the years. And I wanted to keep it simple and to the point, and just respect on both sides. And we have a special team here, a great core veteran group, and young talent, and all the above. So I'm happy it worked out.
Hey, Jordan, there's some goalies that, maybe make a little bit more money and you won a cup. Doug said he sensed some kind of willingness on your part to, look for a good contract, but maybe not reach for the stars just because you wanted to be able to keep a good team around you. Is that true? And just what are your feelings on that?
Yeah, thinking about this process, being on a competitive team was something that mattered to me. And, I'm not looking to kind of crush the bank. It's not all about money to me. I think it's, in the end of the day, I think what you look back on and you feel in your heart is the memories made, and just competing and being successful and going through tough times and getting out of them and being there for your teammates. And we got a good respected group here, and I'm excited.
Hey, Jordan, you used the word proud, and from the time you knew that you were going to get the deal, that you agreed to it, until now, have you kind of reflected on what it took to get to this point, to get this contract?
Yeah, I first thing I did is I called, talked to the parents, the grandparents, and then my girlfriend and dog were out, so I saw them, and then I kind of went for a little solo cruise, just to try and take it in. And I was looking through notepads I've made on my phone over the years of different experiences and stuff I went through mentally and physically, and just growing that self-discipline and just adding it up, because it all comes into play. And I went down, I drove down to the Enterprise Center, just drove by it, and just for whatever, and just was thinking. And I drove by where we used to stay when I was way back, Hilton, by the ballpark, by Busch Stadium there. And I thought of even way back to when we would go to the baseball games in development camp, and had some flashbacks there. And seeing Hooters and TGIFs, where me and Edmondson and the boys used to grab some dinner, and just, it seems so far away, but they're all just great memories. And so just stuff like that stands out, and I'm sure there'll be more, but I think it's important to reflect. And I'm very proud of myself and the people around me and everyone who has kind of come into play here. And I'm proud to be a St. Louis Blue. And we've already have so many memories made, and I'm very happy here in St. Louis, and people are so genuine. So yeah, there's a lot to reflect on.
Jordan, did you drive by the Cheshire Inn?
No, I didn't stop by the Cheshire. I'll find some time to do that.
Did this weigh on you much entering the season? Is it something you thought about, or no?
It's a new experience. Having going into a contract year where you're able to hit the market, and that's where you call a buddy, you call a veteran, who's someone who's been through it. And, it's definitely on your mind, but you keep reminding yourself to stay focused and focus on what's in your control. And just, it's a constant battle, and let the play take care of itself and let the money chase you. There's all sorts of, stuff I've thought of in my head and visualized and taken out of my mind. And, so it feels good to get it done. But, I also was thinking that probably one day I'm going to miss this chase, or not chase, but, miss this time where, I'm working towards something like this. And, so I try to take it in too, right?
Jordan, Doug was just on talking about your personality, and he said him and Mike Lee were talking about the situation in San Jose and other things. He said that he really likes the way you're calculated. I know we've talked to you a lot about your personality, but just what is it that you're able to kind of stay in the moment and do the thing that you think needs to be done and have that personality?
I think it's part of my game, part of my life. And, it's about reading situations and adapting as they go. And I think that's kind of what leadership is in some ways. And, for me, it's not the first time I've done something like that. It's sometimes I feel you need to change the wind in the sails, and, you got to find the right time. If things aren't going your way, you got to work through it and find a way to turn it around. And I think, I enjoy that aspect of my position and being an athlete and a teammate. And
Benny Panger here. Congratulations.
Hey, Panger. Thanks.
Way to go. Just wondering, while you were in the minors and all the players that you saw, do you feel like you were kind of that example now of how hard it was? And how did you keep your motivation going in empty rinks as often as you did, from the IHL to the American Hockey League to being sent down, so many times?
There was a lot of, call them dark times, dark thoughts, uncertainty. It's cool to look back on, and I don't know. I guess it is a good example, and I hope it's used as an inspiration, and in some ways of just staying in the fight and not taking no for an answer. If you believe in yourself and you believe in something, and just going for it. And it really, looking back on some, I have notepads that I'm making web diagrams and stuff, and just it's a lot of work, and it's a full-time thing if you want to be successful in life. And I've learned a lot about myself and about life over the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years, and met a ton of great people. And getting off track here, but it took a lot of just kind of grabbing control of my life, and a lot of self-discipline, and knowing that little things matter and doing things right all the time, from making your bed in the morning. It's as simple as that. It kind of adds up, and now we're here.
Congratulations. Great work.
Thanks. Not that I didn't make my bed. Just note that. I always make my bed.
I was going to ask if you, in fact, had made your bed.
No, that's just a quote.
Thinking back to the season when you got sent to Providence, at that point, as much as you believed in yourself, is this something that you could have believed in, that there was a 6-year, $36 million contract somewhere down the line?
That's where, when I say the money isn't really what drives me, comes into play. It was more making the people realize that they should pay me rather than the actual physical money. I think that year in Providence was one of the most important years. I went somewhere else and I saw a different environment, and I didn't play that much at the beginning, and I just learned so much about myself that year and in my own ways, and I'm very grateful for that year looking back, and it just goes to show that I went home after training camp. I remember it wasn't that year, it was another time, but I went home after training camp and I had no job, but I was signed, but I had nowhere to go. And then I was at home and it was weird, and then ended up getting an opportunity in Providence and went right there, right into the fire, right into practice. And I met so many great people, and Jay Leach, the coach there, was phenomenal and so personable. And it was a really great experience looking back at it. But obviously it was frustrating at the time when, they tell me there's no place for me to go.
Jordan, I know you said that you're glad to get it done, but Army just said that, if you didn't get something done in these 3 days, you might have tabled it to the end of the season. Just how difficult would that have been? And I'm sure that makes it even better that you got it done in these 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, you're in or you're out, right? And I would have been willing to go and fight it out and prove myself again. But I felt this was a respectable deal on both sides, and that's
two more for Jordan.
Jordan, so much of your life, at least your hockey life, has been trying to prove yourself. Now there's 36 million reasons why you've proven yourself. What's your motivation now?
For me, my motivation changes. I like to keep it interesting. I like to set short-term goals that kind of, in the end, hopefully turn into big goals. And so for me, we already have built such a great history in St. Louis, and I want to make the city proud. I want to continue to make my family proud. Sorry, I'm getting a call. And just keep pushing myself to be the best athlete and person I can be. I think that's what keeps you alive. And just continuing to find different motivations that works for me, I would say.
Everyone good? All right. Thanks, Benner.
Thank you.
Guys.